So then this is your page. If you click this up here, this little thing in the corner, it brings you to the main page. So this is how it works. So ArtFight, it's every July. You're split into two teams. You can attack people from the opposite team by making art of their OCs. Of the enemy's OCs. You're free to use almost any style. The artist receives the attack, can then counter by drawing the character belonging to the person who attacked them, or pay it forward by attacking another person on that team, blah blah blah. So basically you trade art and give it points. At the end of the month, the team with the greater score wins. There are point scores with the real points to celebrate characters with your fellow artists, blah blah blah. Defenses on people's profiles are just the attacks that the person has received. Extra points can be gained by voting on other people's attacks anonymously, which means the more effort you put into your attacks, the more likely you'll get points. Battle ratio is the amount of art received versus given. People with a higher battle ratio are more likely to be a target to the other team as they are a bigger threat. Yeah, so that's like how it works. These are all like the teams. I've been here since Steampunk and Cyberpunk. I didn't fight in 2021 or 2022, but I am going to fight this time. And then if you go back here, so there's a button labeled current event. This is like stuff. Yeah. So the FAQ is like questions and answers, the attack guide. So if you have questions about ratings, check out the attack FAQ. So a descriptive and visual guide. This is an attack rating guide. When artists go above and beyond to attack with ferocity. Well, I haven't looked at this in a long time, so there's like guides to how to like rate size, drawings, paintings, 3D models, crafts, and animation. Like how you're supposed to rate it. And then there's like a maturity guide that's basically like the usual don't do this type stuff. Like what you can and can't post. Then there's like Discord, featured members. That's about it for like the main page. And this is like news and clarifications. So if you go to this thingy up here, it gives you like a menu. If you click here, it brings up like stuff for your profile. This is your profile. So you can hit your profile. This will be what shows up. It has your profile, which is like your user, when you were last seen, if you have that turned on, when you joined, what team you were on for the last fight. And then it also has links to other social medias, followers, attacks, defenses, and characters. I only have 6 characters at the moment. And then like you can like click on the characters and it'll bring up all of the images for that character. Like these are 2 for a copy site. If you just click on your name, it just brings you to your profile. And then to submit a new character, you can go so you bring down this pop-up menu and then you go to characters and you hit submit new character. And then you put in their name, their description, permissions, which is specific do's and don'ts that an attacker should keep in mind when drawing the character, like what you allow. And then you have like the filters, like if it's mature content, if you designed the character, species sheet, additional credits. And then the main image, you just hit the main image. So you go choose file, and then you go to files, and you just upload the art. Like, let me see. I might have a good design. This, like, I don't think I'm actually going to upload anything. But, like, you go through and you choose the art, you know? Blah, blah, blah. So, like, you choose your art, and let me find something to, like, put in as, like, a mockery. It's like, let's say I was to put in this, because why not? And then, like, you put in, like, did you create this image? I didn't create this one. And then you have to, like, if you didn't, you have to put in the artist name and URL. But if you did, then you don't have to because you made it. Does it contain mature content? Blah, blah, blah. And then tags. So, like, gunslinger. Like, for this picture, that shows like, gunslinger. Western. That type of thing. But then you can, like, I didn't actually upload the character. But that's how you upload characters, basically. It's pretty simple. And then if you scroll down for, like, the active characters, I didn't mean to do that. Just a sec. If I go to characters, yeah. Oh, the computer about shut off on me. Okay, it didn't shut. Okay, so, and then you have, like, your characters. You can put them in, like, sort order. If you had sorting order prior, so the numbers in the input boxes are for character sorting. You may also sort by clicking and dragging the arrow icon and put the input box. And the input box will automatically fill in the correct number. If you had just sorting prior to the update, you may need to resort your characters. It sorts in descending order, so new characters will show up at the end of the line rather than forcing you to sort them when you make them. We are aware that there currently appears to be a small bug with ordering, and we are looking into it. Thank you. So, yeah. That's, like, that. Archived characters. These characters do not have full profiles and do not count toward your active character total. You may have up to 5,000 archived characters. These characters can't be attacked and will not be accessible from your public profile. They may still be accessed from attacks or direct links. However, other users may still leave comments on these characters unless comments are disabled prior to archiving. If you would like no one to be able to reach your archived character page, you can hide them like you would an active character. Archived characters are unable to be edited. You need to edit an archived character. If you need to edit an archived character's name, you'll need to restore them to an active character first. After restoring an archived character, you will need to re-upload images for them as well as re-add any description permissions. Name, credits, and filters are retained from when the character was originally archived. This is pretty much, I haven't clicked on a lot of these because I haven't needed to. Yeah. And then there's a way to bookmark art. So, like, it's like if I go to my main profile, there's a couple people who followed me. I'm going to click on one of them and it'll bring me to their profile. And I am able to refollow them. I already am following them. And then, like, you can, like, see their profile, like, the attacks they've made, the defenses they've done, and then their characters. And then like, if you click view all, you can see all of their characters. And they have global permissions. I'll have to show you how to make global permissions. But there's, like, the stuff that you can and can't do for all of their characters. This applies to all of their characters, unless their character states otherwise. So let's choose one of these that I haven't bookmarked yet, and I'll show you how to bookmark them. Okay, so you can go to their character profiles and look at the art that's done for the characters, right? Like, this is Pike. Looks like a Skywing to me. no permission specified, and it gives you like all the information, right? And then like to bookmark, you click this blue button here, and then you give it a number, and then you hit bookmark character, and it saves it. And that's how you make a hit list. And then to access bookmarks, you bring down the pop-up. Oops. You bring down this pop-up menu, and you go to bookmarks, and then you can see all of the characters that I've bookmarked. This is my hit list. This is the characters that I've seen other people make, and that I want to draw as attacks. It's good to have good variety of people. I don't have a very good variety, but it's probably good to have a pretty good variety of people in case you end up teamed with some of the people you have on your hit list. So, like, a lot of these are by Firefly, who is the person I was showing you earlier. She's really, like, if she were to end up on my team, then I would only have, like, a couple other people to attack. So it's good to have good variety in your hit list. I don't have a character of... I don't have very good variety. I need good variety. Yeah. And they can't see when something... And the character's owner can't see when you put the character on your hit list. Now, you go to profile again. There should be a thing somewhere. Like, okay, if you go edit profile, you can edit your things. Like, this is your profile description. Your links to other things. If you go to character permissions, this is where you make your global character permissions, where this applies to all of your characters unless it's stated otherwise in the individual characters' permissions. So my permissions is all my characters are straight unless it's specified. Permissions of the character ship art must be with another one of my characters from the same fandom, general species, and opposite gender. Most will have one specific individual it can be drawn with. Gore is okay for most, if not all, of my characters. Any specifications will be depicted in descriptions of individual characters. Enter any so basically the permissions is enter any restrictions you want attackers to take note of while drawing your characters. This is where you tell them what they can and can't do with your characters. They are displayed on the page of every character you submit unless you disable them for that character. Illegal and sexually explicit content is not allowed in any form. For more information, see Rule 5. So, like, if I go there, then you get the general rules. So, like, you have to be 13 years or older to register and use ArtFight. Only one active account is allowed per person. Joining teams on multiple accounts during the event is prohibited. Do not attempt to impersonate members, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's, just like the normal rules, you know? Like what you can and can't do, just generally. Basically, terms and conditions. Then there's, like, attack rules with, like, how you're supposed to attack. Like, all art is created as an attack for ArtFight. Like, all art created as an attack for ArtFight must both be unique per attack and created during the duration of ArtFight. All attacks must be your own work. Bases and reused works, lines, backgrounds, and other elements are disallowed. Pre-made brushes and assets are okay, but with excessive use of pre-made brushes, such as for trees, must be rated as no background. Generally, photos are not allowed in or as attacks. Exceptions are photo backgrounds are allowed as long as you've taken the photograph yourself. Permission is given by the photographer. This image is an asset from your art program. Like, the image is an asset from your art program. Credit must be stated to the program. Photo backgrounds must be rated as no background. Photos of your own traditional artwork are just fine, as we do allow traditional as well as digital work on ArtFight. Credit must be stated to the original source or creator, even if you are the photographer or creator. Characters from media and other copyrighted characters can't be included within attack. See Rule 21 for information on copyrighted characters from media. It's just like general rules. You kind of have to read it yourself. But how you access it. So if you go to ArtFight, there should be something. Okay, rules are down here at the bottom. If you click on that, then it brings you to the rules. And then there's, like, a link to Discord. There's, like, help, where you can, like, yeah, if you click the bars and you go to help, then it shows you, like, stuff you can get to. Shop is, like, merch and, like, donating to ArtFight to help keep it running. Browse lets you, like, look at random, like, it basically just brings up lists of members, attacks, characters, and stuff. And there's, like, the tag search, which you saw earlier. And you can put in the tags of certain, like, of what you want to draw, and it'll bring it up, and you can put it on your hit list if that's what you're wanting to do. And then, like, submit. This is just how you, like, submit your characters. So, that's about it for navigation. That's, I think, like, all you really need to know for now, until the fight actually starts. It starts this July. It starts in July. Yeah.